Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today I want to talk about an Iron Valiant box deck that I'm really excited about. It's a lot of fun. This deck, in this specific 60, was played by Ray Chen at the Portland Regional recently, came in 83rd place. So I don't know the exact numbers, but there were a lot of players. So had success with the deck, and it's a really fun deck that really is leaning into Iron Valiant with a couple different options. So let's go over the list. I played the deck a few times, and then we'll take a look at gameplay with it because it is a lot of fun when it gets going. So Iron Valiant, it plays three copies of this Iron Valiant EX, a future Pokemon with the Tachyon Bits ability. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that's kind of the basis. We're getting 2 or 3 Iron Valiant into play, spreading some damage and really doing some big attacks. We have multiple attacking options in the deck. So Crabominable V, which is really good in the deck. With the gameplay, this has been taking me a long way in these matches, I will say. For 1 energy, you can trigger Avalanche, discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, and you might do that, but that's not really what you want to do. For 3 energy, Water, Colorless, Destroy a Punch does 90 plus 60 more for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So if you do 40 damage, that's 2 Iron Valiants. 4 times 6 is 240 plus 90, so you're doing, I believe, 330. So you're pretty much one-shotting everything with Crabominable V. For 3 energy, obviously the cost is rough at 3 energy, so therefore the deck plays a 1/1 Palkia line, really for Star Portal to help power things up. Once during the game, you may escalate up to 3 water energies from your discard pile to your water Pokemon any way you would like. So that's very good. You can attack with it as well, certainly. Does 60 plus 20 more for each of your bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, for 2 energy, so that's good. And then we do have a couple other water attackers. We play Suicune V, which is kind of the budget version of the Palkia in terms of the attack. Rondo Blizzard for 2 energy does 20 plus 20 more for each bench Pokemon, so 40 less than Palkia. But it's a basic, it's easier to get powered up. The deck does play Melanie, so we can power it up even without Palkia. And it's got the fleet-footed ability. If it's in the active spot, you may draw a card, which is helpful. It's not the end-all and be-all with the Pokemon in the deck, but obviously it is a nice ability. And then for engine as well as attacking, we have Radiant Greninja. Concealed cards, you discard an energy card, and you draw 2 cards. And of course, with Melanie and with Palkia's V-Star power, we want to get these water energies in the discard pile, so it's very good there. And then we do have the attack Moonlit Shuriken for 3 energy, water, colorless. You do discard 2 energy from the Pokemon, but you do 90 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon, and often that certain things get knocked out, but obviously it comes up short for certain things. With them, with Iron Valiant pings, you could take even more meaningful knockouts on 2 Pokemon potentially with Radiant Greninja. So I like that. As an attacking option as well, it makes things interesting. And then a copy of Lumineon V, Luminous Science, when you play it from your hand to the bench, you get to search your deck for one supporter. And it can attack with it. It does 120 for 3 energy. You shuffle the Pokemon and attach energies into your deck. So it gets it out of play, out of harm's way, which can be useful if that 120 is a meaningful damage. And of course, we do have Iron Valiant to get the numbers where we want. And then what else do we play? This is what makes the deck really intriguing to me, where it's leaning into the Iron Valiant a lot, is Greedent VMAX, a 2/2 line of this. And I had to craft this. I didn't have this before. I will say, look, as a budget player, if you don't have this, it costs over 3,000 credits, so it might not be worth spending the resources on it. I will say, if you're careful with your resources, like I recommend, as a budget player, you can craft cards like this for some fun decks from time to time. You just got to be careful with your resources, though. This is the payoff, though, to me, is I can craft the Greedent VMAX to try it out and have some fun. And what it does here, you have Turn a Profit. That's really the attack you want to use with this. You do have Max Gimme Gimme, does 160. You draw 3 cards, but that's 3 energy. But Turn a Profit for 2 energy does 30 damage. Okay, ouch. That's terrible, but if your opponent's basic Pokemon's knocked out by damage from this attack, take 2 more prizes. So you're taking 3 on a single prize Pokemon or more if it's a multi-prize. We're probably taking out a single prize, so 30 is not a lot, but we have the Iron Valiants to get the damage down to the HP down to where Turner Profit does take the knockout, grab 3 prizes on 1 attack off a little puny basic Pokemon. Super, super fun there. Then a couple other Pokemon to help set up. Squawkabilly EX, right? You with a Squawk and Seize, you discard your hand turn 1 and draw 6 cards. Very useful to get set up. We can attack with it. Motivate does 20 and attach 2 basic energies when you discard pile to when you bench Pokemon. That may come in handy, but usually it's just there for Squawk and Seize. And then Rotom V, we can't attack with it, but instant charge just to set up because we're probably not attacking on turn 1. Potentially we can with Suicune V, but instant charge, you draw 3 cards and your turn ends. So it can be, particularly turn 1, a very nice play. So an interesting set of Pokemon, figuring out the right strategy, figuring out what you want on the bench is important here because you have a lot of Pokemon. And if you fill up your bench such that you can't get your Iron Valiants down, well, you're in trouble. And I've learned that the hard way. Energy, not a ton of energy, just 8 in total, 6 basic water energies, but we do accelerate those from the discard pile. So that's why we can get by with a low number. And then 2 jet energies, right, provides that 1 colorless, but also switches from bench to active to get our attacker into the active if we need to, or to help with the Iron Valiant switching. Okay, trainers, a decent number of different trainers. Let's start getting through the list here. 1 Hisuian Heavy Ball, look at your face down. Prizes, put a basic Pokemon you find there into your hand. We have a number of 1-ofs. We want to be able to get those into our hand. 2 Switch Carts and 3 Escape Rope for switching. Of course, Switch Carts heals are basic as well, so very nice there. Oh, and 4 switches. So 4 switches, 3 rope, 2 Switch Carts, a lot of switching. And we do also play, right there, 2 Future Booster Energy Capsules as one of our tools we play in the deck, which are future Pokemon. Attacks do 20 more damage. We're not attacking with them, but it gives them free retreat. And of course, that switching with the Iron Valiant is something we need. So 2 of those tools. Speaking of tools, we play 3 copies of Town Store. Helps us bump Path and also gives us access to the tools. Right, each turn you may search your deck for a tool card, a future booster capsule, or the only other tool is Forest Seal Stone. Jump ahead to that because that is very good. It gives us a V-Star power. You can't use your Palkia then if you use it, but it does search your deck for Palkia's V-Star power, right? But you search your deck for any 1 card. That is very good as well. Okay, 1 Avery. At some point, I like this deck. I'm probably going to work on making the deck list more my own. I don't know if I'll keep the Avery or not. It is disruptive in some things. You draw 3 cards, and then your opponent discards Pokemon from the bench until they only have 3 on the bench. So can cause trouble, but of course your opponent can discard Pokemon with damage, so that can be bad, right? 1 Echoing Horn, a way to especially set up Pokemon that Greedent wants to knock out, right? We've taken 3 with a Greedent, get that Pokemon back on the bench, gust it up, and take 3 more prizes with a Greedent VMAX and win the game. 4 Battle VIP Pass. We have a lot of different Pokemon. We need to get them in play, so Battle VIP Pass helps with that. 1 Boss's Order, just very good, of course. Can't really afford more than 1 copy in the list. 4 Melanie, so this deck leans heavily into Melanie, which I like it, although it seems to have a lot of hands where I'm looking at like 3 Melanie and nothing else in hand, and it's not very happy at times. But I do like Melanie, and it's going to rotate, so I'm going to miss it. And definitely I'm glad to be playing a deck that features that at a time, while I can before it rotates. You search, you attach a basic water or a water energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V, and then you draw 3 cards. So helps us power up, helps us draw. Super card there. 1 Iono, just getting some fresh cards early on, or disruption as the game goes on. 2 Chorus Experiment, just a really good supporter in a lot of cases. So I'm happy to see that here. 2 copies of Toy Catcher. This is a card I don't play much. I'm not sure if I even played it at all before, and I'm not sure. I probably didn't ever play it in a successful deck, I will say. So very pleased to be playing this. You switch your opponent's bench Pokemon that has 50 HP or less with their active Pokemon, so it only gets little tiny Pokemon, toy Pokemon is that sense, right? And of course, with Iron Valiant, we're getting the basic Pokemon below 30 or less, so we can take it out with Greedent VMAX. Excuse me there. So Toy Catcher fits well. You don't have to be behind like we do with Counter Catcher. So it's really there just to help set up Greedent VMAX. 3 Ultra Balls to grab those Pokemon we need, as well as discard some energy for Palkia. I think I mentioned before, switch, and then 2 Earthen Vessel, discard a card from hand, search for 2 basic energies, just really good. Can discard basic energy, of course, and we need to get those energies in hand, so 2 copies, really good. Obviously, a very solid list, and Ray Chen certainly had success with it, so congratulations to him. And it's a fun deck. I played it the other day some, and let's take a look on the ladder and see what I can do with it now. All right, let's see what we can do here. The more I play, this is a deck that definitely needs, at least for me, playing the deck to maximize it. All right, going first, that's a pretty easy choice with this. You can Suicune V can hit and potentially knock out a multi-prize or turn 1, but generally that's not what you're doing. Okay, what do I want to start? I think I probably want to end the turn with Rotom, so I'm going to put Rotom here. And yeah, it's not bad at all. I have Iron Hands to play down. Do I want Greed? I could have benched the Greedent as well. In the active, I have a Jet Energy. I can probably get a switching card. Probably want Rotom. We'll see what I'm up against here. So Giratina, probably Lost Zone Giratina. So it's going to be tricky. That's what I'll say. No. Okay, so my Palkia V-Star is prized. Okay. So that's really good to know. That's problematic, is what I would say. That is problematic. Okay, so what do I want to get in play here? Do I want to battle VIP pass this turn? I think I do. So don't use the ability to end my turn. So I want to get Battle VIP pass. That's pretty simple there. Do I want to get an energy down? Oh, maybe I should have tossed the Greedent. No, the Greedent is good to get him down. Do I want to... Do I want to use the Jet Energy this turn? I don't think I do, right? So I need a Squawk ability. Do I want to get a... What else do I want down, though? Not loving this. I'll get down Crabominable because he's actually really good, too. He's actually a pretty major threat as well. Do I want to... So I'm going to discard everything. I want to make an attachment this turn. That's what I want to do. Okay. Have an energy, have a rope. So I'm going to switch into Iron Valiant because I need to get these damage counters down, right? Damage counters are huge. Okay. What do I want to attach to? I'm going to... No, don't attachment tool because they probably lost vacuum, I'm thinking. So what do I want to attach? Do I want to plan on... Oh, I don't have a Greedent V down, though, do I? I don't have... Oh, I do have Greedent... Okay, so I'm going to attach to Greedent V. And I'm going to Squawk, and then I'm going to instant charge there. Maybe I should have attached to Crabominable. I need Melanie to attack with... No, so I can't attack Crabominable this turn, but that's okay. I hope. So this is where Toy Catcher can be big. I need to double ping, right? I can get down. I evolve the Greedent V. I can actually just manually attach. I can Toy Catcher. So they're playing a rope. So what do I want to send up here? I will send up I'll send up the Rotom. That actually kind of helps me out, right? Because now I can switch into the Iron Valiant, and I just need to ping twice, and I have the knockout, right? So now the odds of the big turn of a 3-prize turn are looking pretty good here, I think, right? I have the VMAX, I have the Water Energy, I have my tool. Got down the Cramorant, so are they going to attack with Cramorant? Well, Right now they can't attack Crabominable. I kind of a bit surprised by that because I'm thinking they might want to attack with the Giratina V, right? The Crabominable will blow up the Giratina V Star. That's kind of how I need to view that. Um, the Giratina V Star does knock one shot my my Greedent VMAX once they get 10 in the loss zone, right? So they're gonna send up the other Comfy, I'm assuming. They'll get 4 in the loss zone, which opens up their possibilities for attacking. I'll have to decide what I want to send up. I might just send up the Squawk ability because if he gets knocked out, he's the one that I don't need this game, right? If they're gonna just do a hit into me for 110, yeah. So they're gonna do that. He's the weak link in this. You know, I need everybody else here to attack with, is what I will say. Okay, so I have the Greedent. I have. So, let's think. So I'm going to switch into you. I'm going to need another card, though, right? That's my problem. I'm coming up short. So let me think here. So I'm going to attach here. I'm going to switch here. I need to make this play, but I think I'm a card short, which... because I need to ping again, which the problem is I can play you and switch into you. Oh, no, I have it because I have my... no, I used my V-Star last turn, my V-Star power last turn. So this is bad news. Okay, so this is bad. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I'm going to make this. I'm not liking this at all, is what I will say, but that is life. It's life. Okay, so you're ready for my prize. Grab all my prizes. I have the toy catcher. I can't retreat though, and I can discard these cards. So I'm just going to do this. This is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. Okay, have the switch cart. So, I have 3 prize turn. Looking at next turn though. Okay, that path to the peak is. I'm not liking that either. I will say. Do I have any energy in the discard pile? I do. Yes, I do. So I can. Okay. So that's nice. What's in the loss zone? Nothing for me. Let's see. He's at 6. Okay, so he's not gonna get to 10. I don't believe. And okay. So I'm gonna take 3 prizes, which isn't terrible. No, it's actually quite nice. It is quite nice, actually, right? So let me Melanie to my Crabominable. Because I want you next turn. Okay. This is all good. I mean, I would have liked to have an energy, I will say. I would have liked to grab an energy. And I'd like to be able to bump the stadium. But the good news is I'm okay with these things. So I will, yeah, nothing to evolve. So I will toy catcher. And I will, boom, 30. That's lovely. I'm glad I got the damage on the turn before. 1, 2, 3 prizes for a Comfy. That's nice. Okay, and I don't have the Palkia V down because, you know, honestly, if they knock out the Squawkable in some ways, I don't mind that. I need to get that path out of play, though. That's a problem because I really needed to ping that Giratina V-Star some more, right? Because they might, hopefully they can't knock me out, right? Knocking me out, I would not like that, I will say. I would not like to be knocked out. I'm doing 160 with him, and he draws 3 cards, which is actually pretty good. So I might Earthen Vessel, Sable. Okay, Sableye not great, but again, that's okay. That's okay. What are they going to do here? They're going to just poke at me with Cramorant again? Okay. I mean, he sets me up so he can take me out then, I think, with the... What are they doing? Okay. So, okay. He's just setting up for next turn. Okay. Which is fine. So they're gonna, this gets them down so that they don't need to use their, they can do the lost impact for knockout as well. Okay. So, that's unfortunate that I don't have, let's see, can I make this work? Yes, I can. I think I have game here, right? So let me grab a tool. It's in the deck. And I think I just switch. Oh, I don't have the gusting though, do I? So let me switch. Let me switch here to start setting this guy up. If I hit an energy, I have knockout, right? So I have a couple ways to get, no, well, that gets me game, just straight up game there, right? So let me do this. Let me grab some energy. Get rid of the Suicune, I think. Oh, and that was stupid. I should have got rid of the Battle VIP pass because I don't think I want Suicune anyway, but so I'm gonna attach to Greedent because he blows him up, right? He takes out the active, which I like, as a backup. So I'm going to I'm gonna Iono here, right? Let me thin my deck down some, right? Thin. I'm out of toy catchers. All right, well, that's unfortunate for sure. Okay, I'm just going to do that. And I guess I don't Iono, right? Because it does not help me at this point, right? So I'm going to send you up. Oh, wait, I didn't retreat. I did retreat manually. Okay, so I do that. And I'm going to attack here. I'll send you up. Yeah. I'm gonna Iono. Yeah, I didn't have it. I don't have game. Yeah. Okay, Echoing Horn isn't bad either, right? Is there something I want to chuck on the bench? No. So I will take the knockout. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. Toy Catcher. They're going to take out my Greedent VMAX, though, probably. Almost definitely, right? So Crabominable, I can attack with him, right? So I can... Yeah, so I can blow up the Giratina V-Star this next turn. I don't know if I misplayed that last turn or not. So my other toy catcher was prize, right? That's how I got that in hand. So, but Crabominable I need one more ping, because right now I'm doing what, 90 plus 110. I'm doing 210, and I get up to what? Okay, so I need to get one ping and a Melanie and a come on, let me see. I have okay, so once they knock out the Greedent, I get my basic energy in the discard pile. So which is fine. Okay, so the Roxanne I might not have what I need now. I need a Melanie. That's what needs to happen here. I need a Melanie. Okay, so they're gonna knock out my active. I need Melanie. Melanie gives me game, and we'll see what happens, right? See what happens. What's the Melanie situation here? I've got, yeah, I have 3 Melanies left in deck. They're at 8. Okay, just counting things up. So they're going to get 3 prizes. Okay, 280. They blow me up there, of course. Just trying to look at the Sableye does not give them game next turn. Okay, so that's okay. Okay. So send him up. I'm out of tools. Give me something. That's not what I wanted. Oh, why'd I send him up? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot and a half. Yes, I am. Okay, so I will retreat here, right? I'm a big idiot. I should not have sent him up, right? So what's their? They're at 10, so they have game here. Unfortunately, no, they do not have game here, but they're gonna knock me out, right? Which is okay. All right, I'm gonna make this play here, and I don't have knockout out. I need to hit Melanie here. That's what needs to happen. So they don't have game this turn. Okay, Melanie, energy. I now in hand I can one shot the Giratina V-Star, right? That Roxanne messed me up, and I don't think I played that turn right. I think I got flustered. I think. And it happens, right? I mean, look, I had a certain plan. I like the fact that I got the 2 damage counters onto Giratina V-Star, though, because I want to be able to, because he gets me game, right? Yeah, he gets me game. So, if they knock out my Crabominable, then I have a problem. Then I'm going to lose. But hopefully they can't undo that. Hopefully, right? But I Melanie, I attach. I need to switch though too, don't I? Yes, I need a switching card. I assume they're going to knock out my active with their V-Star attack. Maybe they won't. Okay, so I need a switching card still. So I'll send up Rotom V, I guess. It doesn't matter. I've got to hit a switching card. No, actually, I don't. I don't know. I just need to Crabominable. I Melanie. I attach. I knock him out. Yep. I don't. No. There's plenty of day. I don't need to ping anymore. So have everything I need here. So, boom. Doesn't matter what I draw. I have game. Attach. 330 damage. So Crabominable, very nice. I got messed up. I got a little off track there in my game for sure. But the Iron Valiant with the Greedent on the Comfy and with the Crabominable on the Giratina V-Star. And Giratina V-Star La Sontina is just a tremendously dominant deck right now. Looking at like the results of that Portland event, it was just all over the place. Its results were tremendous. So a deck that can go into it and beat it is very nice. All right, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully a cleaner game than the last one, because I do think I tripped myself up a little bit that last game. I had a plan, then things changed, and I kind of was not able to react to that plan. I couldn't adapt the plan as quickly as I needed to. Which you have to do. You have to adapt. The timer's going, and can you come up with a new plan fast enough? Not always. I mean, that's just real. Okay, so Suicune. Oh, this is a nice starting hand. Okay, right? Start the Suicune. He gives me an extra card. And of course, I want to be able to swing into Iron Valiant. So it's a nice start. I don't love. We'll see what I draw. Okay. Now, one thing is with this deck, I don't have any Pokemon recovery. I have 0. So I'm benching the Iron Valiant. I don't like losing. All right, let's see. I have the Palkias. I don't have the Palkia V though. I have the Greedents. So I want a Greedent, and I want Squawk, I guess is what I'm gonna do. I'm not loving this situation, I gotta say. Not loving it at all. I'm gonna Squawk and Seize. I think I'm gonna wait. Because I don't have Pokemon Recover, I'm gonna ditch. Actually, I'm going to keep this guy. I'm going to ditch these two because do I want another? When I'm up against Lost Zone, so I'm going to want another Iron Valiant to play, right? I'm going to bench another Iron Valiant because that's very good. And I'm just going to start setting up my Greedent. Yeah. Gonna squawk and seize. I'm not getting the donk here, obviously. I mean, I can't, which is fine. Okay, so that's a nice set of cards there for sure. I'm gonna want a Crabominable. I'm okay. Well, that's actually pretty good, right? I don't know if I want to play the stadium yet. So I'm just gonna end turn. So because I started the Suicune, and I would have preferred not to play the Suicune, I gotta say, with this matchup, right? Because I would have liked to have had a Rotom V in play to draw some cards. I don't have them, but Suicune's an attacking option, right? So I have access to the VMAX. I have access to my tool. So I have access right now. I have potential access to a 3-prize turn, and that's the goal. That's my goal right now is take 3 prizes. It's Giratina again, so want to be able to knock out the V Star too. So which is why I need to get Crabominable in play. They're not going to take a prize this turn. Yeah, I'm fortunate with the Suicune being in play, but I think I need the 2 Iron Valiants in play. I think Squawkabilly was the right play. I mean, instead of Squawkabilly, I guess I could have played Rotom V. I think the Squawkabilly was the better one. Obviously, I'm disappointed that my Palkia is prized, and maybe I need some thicker lines of some of these things. I don't know. It's anyway. It's a looking. I need to make the 3 prize comfy. I could colorless experiment this turn too. Right, and I have Toy Catcher, so if they swing into me, give me a poke with. If they give me the poke with Cramorant, that's okay too. I know ideally they leave a Comfy in the active, and I can save my Toy Catcher because that I assume they're gonna rope. I will just send up Squawkabilly. I'm gonna switch Toy Catcher. I need a second energy. Look, I have access to the second energy right here. I think I ditched the Greedent V. I don't think I need 2 Greedent V maxes. I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, so let me grab my. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna grab my. I'm gonna go ditch. What am I gonna get rid of? Let me get rid of the. I'm gonna keep this other V. I don't think I want him, but just in case, I'll grab 2 energies, partly the thin. I have my Toy Catcher switching. Okay, I have my tools. Just look, the V maxes are there. Okay, so this is good. So I attach. So I switch here. And I'm gonna ping you on the bench. I have Toy Catcher. Do I want to grab a tool? All right, so I'm going to. I think I colorless at this point. Oh wait, I could Melanie too, right? I could Melanie. All right, I think I have access to Lumineon V, right, which grabs me the Melanie, which yeah, just make sure the Melanie's there, and then I still need to hit something though. I still need something, but my odds are pretty solid here. I think I need to get. I could grab my tool this turn. I'm going to grab my tool, just thin out my deck a smidge. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to grab this tool because this gets me anything. It gets me anything. I'm going to Melanie to the Greedent. I need the VMAX, and I need this. I have a rope. I have a switch. Okay, well, I got everything I need now. This is quite nice. So 20, I will play a rope. I don't care what you send up here. Don't care at all. I'm going to grab my 3 prizes this turn, and you're going to be very sad. And they only have 4 in the lost zone. So, okay. So I don't know if this was the most efficient way to do it. Okay, send up the Iron Valiant. I have Toy Catcher, which of course I needed that. So this is, the question is, what am I going to do to attack next turn? So I'm going to switch into you. I'm going to attach what? Maybe I want to attack with Lumineon V. Yeah, he actually can take prizes as well. So I'm going to do this. Attach here. I'm going to Toy Catcher. And I'm going to take 3 prizes. So, turn 2, 3 prizes. It's tremendous. It just kind of eats this deck up, right? I'm halfway to winning on my second turn. Got the Palkia V, which I would have liked to have had on the bench, but when he's prized, you just never know when you're going to get him. I do play the heavy ball, which yes, I could have grabbed that. At this point, I do play a boss as well, so again, I don't know if I want to attach a tool in that the Lost Vacuum, but I have a Stadium in play too. So playing anyway, so I probably grab a tool before I Colress with this current hand. That's the current play. Honestly, okay, they're not going to be able to blow me up and one-shot me, right? 5, 6, 7. If they can one-shot my Greedent VMAX, I'm in trouble. And I did ditch my other V, so I can't attack with Greedent again. But if they take my VMAX, it is what it is, right? They still need, 3 more in the Lost Zone. Okay, so switching, what are they going to send up here? Comfy, okay. Gets them to 8. They can't do it though, right? They already call risk this turn, right? So yeah, they can't get there. So Lost Vacuum. I guess Lost Vacuum could, they have to Lost Vacuum their own card, right? So Path to the Peak, okay. So Path is awkward. No, it's okay. I have Town Store, so I bumped the Path. That's okay. Now though, if they Lost Vacuumed, right, they could actually Abyss Seeking. So what are they going to do here? They're going to do 280 to me probably. And that's okay. And that's okay. I need to switch, and I need to try to close it out this turn if I can, right? If not, I'll just smack into him with something. So I mean, look, they can do their. I mean, it's not Abyss Seeking; it's Lost Impact. They could probably start Requiem next turn, get rid of 2 energies on. Ooh, the game's gotten funky on me. It's kind of hung up. Hopefully I'm not stuck here. I don't know though. Okay, all right, it unfroze. All right, let's see what I top deck. I need to bump the Stadium, which I have. Oh, let me bump the Stadium here. Let me grab my tool because I want to thin things. Need to thin. I still have a Toy Catcher. So the odds of pulling this off aren't great. I can't Crabominable. I can't accelerate, so I can't attack with Luminion. Well, I could. No. I need to do this, I think. All right, Toy Catcher, awesome. Switch card, awesome. Another Colress. Does this give me everything I need? It might just do that, right? So now I switch. I think I've got the pieces. Switch. Yeah, I have everything I need. So I will switch cart. Boom. So put on my damage counters. Boom. I retreat here, and I have my Force Seal Stone. I don't even need that, so that's awesome. I Toy Catcher, and boom, 3 prizes. So just this game, again, did I sequence everything properly? I need more practice with this deck. That's one thing I've been thinking, I've been, and I kind of try to evaluate things with the channel a little bit. I enjoy making content. I think there's some value in the content too. Personally, I find it enjoyable. Honestly, last year was a really rough year, and I think it was actually good for my mental health. So I want to keep doing it anyway. But I do think, like I said, I do think there's some value and some benefit to people. But I don't get the playing time I want, and sometimes I'm rushing a little bit to get content out, and I need to slow down some. I need to spend more time just playing for fun. I'm trying to rethink things through. You can make suggestions in the comments below. Maybe I don't upload every day. Maybe I just try to have some quick content videos where I talk about something. That's partly why, people, if you have videos, oh, here's a new card that was revealed, and you talk about some new card reveals. Don't take a lot of prep time. Working on decks, obviously, and building my own decks takes a lot more time too. And even like this, picking up a new deck that's a little different takes some work. It's fun, and I like doing it. This was a lot of fun, this deck, certainly. It's really a Lost Zone Tina monster. We saw how it just chewed those decks up. The Greedent VMAX, awesome against it. The Crabominable V, awesome. So these are all cards that we're losing, right? So with rotation, this deck, this build is completely done when rotation comes. But it's a really fun deck. I definitely want to play it some more and want to tweak it, make the list my own. So I look in the future to a video where I'm gonna adjust the 60 because I think I'd like to smooth it out some. Give it a little more focus. It's a nice build, but maybe like drop the Suicune V, just try to lean into the other cards. Like too often key pieces are prized. Like drop the Suicune, maybe thicken up the Palkia line. I got to think through what pieces I need to have, what pieces I can drop. But I think I'd like to make it a little easier to set up, a little more consistent. The prizing of things has been rough in too many cases. So I'd like to adjust the deck. Give me your comments about the list below. Any thoughts about how to make the deck, and if suggestions you have for the channel, things you like or things that could use improvement, things that need improvement. I don't mind that. Just be kind about that, and have a good day. I really encourage you to try this deck, though. It is a lot of fun. Take care.